Hello and welcome to this video where I am going to do for you a hypnosis for attracting money, attracting wealth, attracting abundance to your life. So I'm going to take you through that whole hypnosis meditation. Now, before we start, it's important that you get yourself relaxed, get yourself comfortable, try and turn off anything you can, try and put yourself in a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be interrupted to get the best out of this. Because with hypnosis, with hypnotherapy, it's really important that you are relaxed and that you let this come to you. That's really, really important. You don't have to try to do anything. You just have to relax, let what I'm saying come to you. So I'm Jonathan Butler, and I am a clinical hypnotherapist. I am one of the world's most experienced RTT hypnotherapists. So you are in safe hands. And if you're worried in any way, if you've never done any hypnosis before, let me assure you, it is totally safe. You're totally in control at any time. You can't get stuck in hypnosis. So there's nothing bad. There's only good that can come from this. And I guess if you're listening to this, you are somebody who wants change in your life. Now, in doing abundance, creating wealth, attracting wealth to you, there are many people teaching this, but in my opinion, many people are only teaching one part of what is needed to make wealth creation a reality. In this video, which you just need to listen to, in this video, I am going to include the 3 elements that you need to make wealth available to you. And the first of those is to unblock any existing thoughts, feelings, beliefs you have that are stopping you making money. The second is giving you the belief that whatever your situation is now, whatever your situation has been in the past, that you are able to attract and create money. It is something that is available to you. And the third thing that is really, really important, and a lot of the kind of woo-woo people skip over, is that you have to take action. So in this video, I'm going to cover all 3 of those things, helping you let go of what's holding you back, helping you believe what you need to believe. And a big part of that believing is reprogramming your mind such that you will not just sit waiting for things to come to you, but that you will take the actions that you need to take for wealth and abundance to come to you. Because the law of attraction doesn't work on its own. You have to take action as well. You have to think, feel, and act in a certain way to make these things happen for you. And this is very consistent with the work I do as a therapist, as a coach, where I have 3 stages of working with people. The first is to recognize what's holding you back, what's getting in your way. The second is to reframe how you see things. So that allows you to move forward, to see your potential, your future in a different way, and then to reprogram. And reprogramming is basically giving your mind the consistent, habitual, subconscious thoughts that you want to have that allow you to go from that place to the place you want to be. Okay. And so what you need to do is relax, listen to this video. You don't have to be watching it. You can just be, as we get into it, I will tell you to close your eyes. But you do need to come back to this, because part of hypnosis being successful is about repetition. We learn as humans through repetition. So you need to listen to this recording consistently for the next 21 days. The more you listen to it, the more habitual your thoughts on this subject will become. So it's really important that you do that. Okay, so let's move on. Let's get into doing what you've come to listen to. So what I'd like you to do then is just, whether you're sitting down or lying down, get yourself very nice and comfortable. You can be sitting on a sofa, sitting in a chair. You can be lying on your bed. You don't need to worry about looking at me. You just need to hear my voice. So just getting yourself comfortable now. And then if you're able to, have your hands by your side or on your lap, just so your hands aren't touching, and your feet apart as well, so your feet are not touching. And if you're sat on a chair, have your feet apart and flat on the floor. If you are sat on that chair, or even if you're lying down, just bringing your attention to that contact of your feet. Just noticing the sensation of how it feels to have your feet in contact. And then slowly bringing your attention now to your breathing. You may want to close your eyes now if they're not already closed. Just bringing your attention to your breathing. And just notice how your breath rises and falls naturally, rhythmically. It's the most normal, natural thing. Your mind, your subconscious mind, knows exactly what to do. And with every breath that you inhale, you are filling your lungs with healing, relaxing oxygen. And with every breath you exhale, you are releasing, relaxing. You're letting go of any thoughts, letting go of any unhelpful energy. You're releasing that now. So breathing in and releasing. Breathing in and releasing. And as you're focusing on your breathing, you are becoming aware now that your body is relaxing. Your breath is getting deeper, more relaxed. Your breath is controlling your body. You are relaxing your nervous system. Your breathing slowing. And as you are relaxing now, I want you to imagine that you are standing at the top of 10 steps. And those 10 steps are going to lead you down to a very, very relaxed, receptive, and powerful place. It's a place where you will accept and absorb everything that I'm telling you, because you know that I am simply telling you the truth. So now, just keeping your eyes closed, just lowering your chin a little bit as if you are looking down those steps. And with every step that you descend, you are going to feel your feet, hear your feet, and see your feet. So going down now, taking steps 10 and 9, feeling, hearing, seeing your feet descending, going down. As you go down now onto step 8 and step 7, every nerve, every muscle in your body is relaxing, releasing, letting go. You're aware of the muscles around your neck and your shoulders relaxing. As you move your neck, you're aware that your neck muscles feel loose, feel relaxed, easily moving. As you go down now onto step 6, Your eyes are beginning to feel heavy, droopy, drowsy. Those nerves and muscles around your eyes are relaxing, getting heavier, feeling heavy, droopy, drowsy, going into this wonderful, relaxing sleep of the nervous system. As you go down now onto step 5, you are able to go more relaxed, to go deeper. Going down now onto step 4, you are communicating with your subconscious mind. You are going to send clear, concise, consistent instructions to your mind about what you want, about what you expect from your mind, of what you demand from your mind, and your mind wants to help you. As you go down now onto steps 3 and 2, any sound, any noise, any movement you might hear is simply going to wash over you and take you deeper and deeper and deeper. Going down now from steps 2 to 1, as I say, go deeper, drift deeper, sink deeper. You go even deeper, even more relaxed. And when I say deeper, I do simply mean more relaxed, more receptive. And now you are feeling very relaxed, very receptive. I want you to move your attention, to shift your attention now to your hands. Bringing your attention to your hands, keeping your eyes closed, but just bringing your attention to your hands, with your hands apart. Just being aware now of the sensation of touch between the skin of your hands and the surface that you are touching, the material that you are touching. And just notice, being aware of how that feels. Being in contact. And the more you focus your attention on your hands, you will notice that they become more relaxed. They become heavier. They become harder to move. You are now controlling your subconscious mind, that part of you that makes you do things that you do. You are controlling your mind now, and your mind wants to help you. Your mind is just like a computer. It will respond to the instructions you give it without question. So right now, you are aware that your mind is relaxed, receptive, taking on board everything that I say. And whatever beliefs you have developed about money, whatever unhelpful beliefs you have developed about money, you were not born with these beliefs. These are simply things that you learnt when you were in a different time, place, and situation. Maybe you grew up in a household where money was tight. Maybe you heard words and conversations that made you feel that you couldn't have the things that you wanted to have. And your mind, in trying to protect you from disappointment in the future, would have made you take on board beliefs that you shouldn't expect to have money, that you shouldn't believe that you can have money. When you were in a situation where you had no control over making money because you were just a child, you were dependent upon others. But the universe, God, or whatever being or power that you believe in, they want you to have an abundant, wealthy life. And in many ways, you already are rich. You have many riches in your life, but you can attract more. These things are available to you. And I want you now to picture going back to your childhood, to maybe a time and a place where you will have heard these things that made you feel that money was not easily available to you. Maybe it was those conversations that you overheard. Maybe it was what parents said to you. Maybe it was the environment or the place that you grew up in. And I want you to imagine now that you can take a snapshot of that young you in that time, in that place, with those photos. I want you to imagine that you are taking a photo of that time, place, and situation. And it's a photo, it's a printed out photo. Maybe it's like a Polaroid, for those of you who know what that is. It's an old printed photo of all those years ago when you were that child, when your mind saw what was happening around you, when your mind didn't have any power, where you didn't have the power or resources to make change. So where your mind created those beliefs, thinking that was trying to protect you, trying to save you from hurt, save you from disappointment, setting the bar low for you. And I want you to imagine that photo now. I want you to imagine that that photo has been left in the window. It's been left in the window of your home. And every day that's been in the window for all of those years. And over that time, the sun, the light, I want to imagine what it's done to that photo. Picture that photo now with all the color draining out of it. It's becoming colorless. It's losing the vitality of the colors. The colors are draining out of it. I want you to imagine now that the photo is beginning to shrivel up because it's been in the sun for all of that time. The corners are curling up. The photo is becoming hard. Maybe it's cracking. And now I want you to imagine that you are backing away from that photo. And that photo is moving away, moving into the distance. It's moving into the distance. It's getting smaller. It's getting further in the way. It is going right back in time to your past. And it was a past where you didn't have the choice. You didn't have the power. You didn't have the control over your ability to create abundance, to create wealth, because you were dependent upon others. And that photo now is shrinking, fading, disappearing, getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And now it's just going to blow away on the wind, because that's not you anymore. You're not that child. You're not in that place, because now you do have the power, the control, the ability to attract abundance to you. You are not limited by the resources of others. You are only limited by your thoughts, by your desires, and by your actions. And you see, when we come to believe that we can't have things, we stop believing that we can have them. We stop taking the actions that we need to take to have those things. But that is behind you now. That has been erased, eradicated, eliminated. That photo is gone forever. And now I want you to take a few moments to picture yourself in the future that you are going to have, the future that you want to have. Visualize yourself in the future, at a time in the future. Picturing yourself. Picturing how your life is going to be. Picturing yourself maybe in that place that you want to be, with the things around you that you're going to have, that you will have worked, that you will have attracted to you. Picture yourself maybe wearing those clothes you want to wear, living in that place you want to live, with the car that you want to have, whatever it is that's important to you. Picturing yourself in that life. And as you are picturing that, you are sending a message to your mind. And the message that you are sending to your mind is that is what you want. That is where you want to go. And your mind will do whatever you tell it to do. So as you are picturing that now, you are creating that compelling, clear future. And your mind will become focused upon giving you what you want. Your mind will become focused upon working with you to take the steps that you need to take to realize those goals. And I want you to keep picturing yourself in that future now, at that time in the future. And as you're picturing yourself at that time in the future, I want you to imagine that you are talking to a friend, or you're talking to somebody else who wants to emulate the success that you have had. And you're happy to help them because there is abundance in this world. There is abundance in the universe, and that you know that making other people abundant is not going to diminish your abundance. You're happy to help them, to tell them. And you tell them about the things that you did to take you from where you were to where you've got to now. You remember what things it was that you started to do, what things you stopped doing, the changes that you made in your life to make this success possible. You remember what you did. And as you're picturing yourself in that place now, you are knowing exactly the actions, the steps, the habits, the activities that you needed to do. And as you are doing that, You are setting a roadmap for your mind that those are the things that you need to do. Because the universe wants to give you abundance. You have abundance available to you. But to have that abundance, you need to believe it is available to you. And you need to take the steps that you need to take to bring it to you, because it will not come to you on its own. But every day now you are opening your mind, you are opening your being to accepting that abundance is available to you, that you are worthy, that you are good enough, that you are talented, that you are capable, and that anything that you want is available to you. You are clearing any unhelpful thoughts, any blockages, and the universe is making what you want available to you. And you look forward to that future that you want to have, knowing with unshaking, unswerving certainty that it is available to you, that you are going to have it. And from this moment, you are going to think, feel, and act like a wealthy person. Because you know that most wealthy people, unless they were lucky enough to inherit it, have made their money. They've made their money by believing they can have it and by doing the things they need to do to bring it to them. And you know that you are one of those people. You have the ability, you have the strength, you have the unshaking, unswerving certainty that you are one of those people. And you start to act from this moment like one of those people. You visualize every day the things that you want. You create a vision board or a mood board of that future that you want to have. And this is like a map for your mind that you see every day. You think like a rich person. You think like a person who is already living in abundance. You see the route to where you want to get to. You understand the steps that you need to take to go from where you are now to where you want to get to. You see those steps clearly. You choose to invest in yourself because you know that everybody who is successful invests in themselves. You are clear now of the picture of the future that you want to have. And every day you picture that future and you work out how you are going to get from where you are to where you want to be. You understand what it is that you need to do. You understand what you need to start doing, what you need to do more of, and what you need to stop doing. You are open to learning. You are open to seeking guidance and advice on the steps that you need to take. And every day you are becoming more and more certain, more and more focused upon achieving the wealth, the riches, the abundance that you want, that you deserve. You are certain that you will get there, and you are working out becoming clear on the steps that you need to take. You are clear on the steps that you need to take. You understand what things you need to do to get you towards your goal. And you know that becoming rich doesn't happen by sitting and waiting. It happens by believing it can happen and by taking the actions that will bring us that wealth. And every day now you prioritize working upon creating wealth in your life. You wake early in the morning with this being at the top or near the top of your thoughts. It becomes your priority for the day. You create plans. You create a roadmap for how you are going to get there. You create a plan for the steps that you need to take. You understand what is your critical path, the path that you need to follow and not deviate from. And you know that to be successful, you have to be consistent. Anybody who you listen to who has been or is successful will tell you that consistency is the key. Consistently doing what you need to do. Day in, day out. Now, today, tomorrow. You wake up in the morning being clear what you need to do. You see yourself being focused on what you need to do, taking the steps that will move you forward. Every day you are taking the actions that you need to take to create that future that you want. And you know that on that journey there will be challenges, there will be setbacks. But you now every day are becoming more confident, more resilient, more focused and more energized to do what you need to do. Every day your strength, resilience, focus is improving. And when you come upon challenges that in the past would have seemed like big obstacles, like big mountains, these challenges now suddenly seem like molehills that you can step over, or cracks in the pavement that you can simply take in your stride. Because every time you hear my voice, you are becoming more confident, more focused, more resilient. You take challenges in your stride and you seize upon opportunities. You move from being avoidant, from sabotaging, from doubting, towards taking action, towards being resilient and strong in the face of challenges. Where before you will have seen problems, you now see solutions. Where before you would have seen setbacks that would make you stop, you now see these as learning opportunities. You see these as situations that you will learn from, that you will grow from. And any sound, noise, movement that you hear now is simply taking you deeper and deeper, embedding these thoughts in your mind. You are moving towards what you want. You take the actions. You are now already acting like a rich person. You look and learn at how rich people act, how self-made rich people act. And you do what they do. You act as if you are already rich. Because when you do that, you will be taking the actions and you will be sending a message to the world around you, to the universe around you, that you are already a successful, rich person. And when you do that, you will tap into the law of attraction. You will attract people and situations to you that will increase and grow your wealth. You will attract collaborators. You will attract friendships. And going forward, you know that the company you keep is important, because we are the average of the people that we spend our time with. So you know that to keep growing on this journey, you need to surround yourself with people who lift you up, people who inspire you, people who you can learn from. And you immediately begin to loosen, to reduce, to even cut off the relationships with people who hold you back, who pull you down. Because when you surround yourself with people who lift you up, you will lift them up and they will lift you up. You will learn and you will grow. And you start thinking with an abundance mindset. If you only have a few $100s or pounds to spend, that's disposable income, you choose to invest that money in yourself, to make yourself physically stronger, emotionally stronger. You invest in yourself, because if you don't back yourself, if you don't invest in yourself, how can you expect anybody else to invest and believe in you? And every day now, you know that you are getting more focused, more energized, doing the right things, stopping doing the wrong things, surrounding yourself with people who lift you up. Every day now, you are moving forward, being consistent. And you know that the first part of being consistent is listening to this recording every day. You need to listen to this recording for 21 days for these words, these thoughts, these actions to become normal, habitual, for you to have rewired and reprogrammed your mind. And every time you listen to my voice, every time you hear my recording, you are rewiring, reprogramming, you are strengthening that part of you. You are sending a clear, concise, and consistent message to your mind that you want to be rich, you want to be abundant, and you are sending a clear, consistent message to your mind that it will focus its attention on supporting you, on enabling you to do the things you need to do, to stop doing the things that will knock you off course. And every day now you are moving towards that goal. You are already a rich, abundant person. Because rich, abundant people are people who think like rich, abundant people. And when you act that way, the money, the wealth, the material things, all the things that make up abundance will flow to you. Right now you are opening yourself up to that. And now I'm going to count you back up from 1 to 5. If you're listening to this at night, you will fall into a deep, healing, relaxing night's sleep and wake up in the morning feeling energized, motivated, moving towards your goal. And if you listen to this in the daytime, you will come back into awareness now as I count you back into the room. So on 1 now, you're aware of these changes already taking place inside of you. On the count of 2 now, your mind is already beginning to rewire, recode, reprogram to give you what you are asking for. On the count of 3, you're becoming aware of the weight of your body. On the count of 4, you are coming back into the room. And on the count of 5 now, you're opening your eyes, coming back into the room, wide awake, being now and forever an abundant person, creating an abundant, wealthy future. It is available to you. So now, back in the room, you might be feeling a little bit light, a little bit out of it. That is quite normal. So it's really important that you do listen to this recording consistently, because every time you listen to it, you are reinforcing to your mind that this is what you want, and your mind will give you what you want. But you need to be clear. You need to be consistent with your mind. It's like with a child or with a pet, with a dog. If you're consistent, it will learn what you want and it will do what you ask. And it's just the same with your mind. You've got to give it the consistent, clear, concise, positive instructions. And when you see yourself living, being, when you tell yourself and when you act like you are already abundant, like you are already rich, the material sides of those thoughts will flow to you. So be consistent, listen to this recording every 21 days. If you've got any questions, put them in the comments below. I will answer them. And also you may find it helpful as an adjunct to this video to look up my videos on self-hypnosis, where you can go an even slightly or an even deeper state as you go forward that you can combine with this. But if you've enjoyed this, please do subscribe, please do share it, please do comment. I want as many people as possible to benefit from this. So I'm Jonathan, thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.